Does chiropractic care help stress?
How does it not? We were in a mob and they were moving. I got stuck behind a pillar to the point like I'm being smashed. And I remember they literally had to like.
And at this point, I'm low-key self-diagnosing myself because no doctor said you have Candida overgrowth. But as I was doing the research, like symptom-wise, it just makes 1,000% sense.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's
we can do a good practice, okay? Okay. Just
I was practicing while you
she
were
was
talking.
trying to breathe all
You're
the air out
breathing.
the
You're breathing in
room.
too soon. Okay, I feel it's like
She was trying to steal the air from everybody
Yeah,
in here.
I'm
Like, we
like,
want some air too, Naycha. Give
mind
me a
your bubble.
second.
okay. Let's go. Let's go.
I spend so much time talking to my clients about the importance of proper nutrition outside of the gym. And the number one area of struggle is not getting enough protein. So Boss and Kevin developed Vita Hustle One superfoods for this very reason. This plant-based blend contains 86 superfood ingredients that support muscle recovery and overall well-being. It's not just about what you do in the gym, it's also about how you fuel your body. So try Vita Hustle One superfood in vanilla bean, dark cocoa, which is my fave, or superfood greens in the popular berry flavor. Use code MEAGAIN for 15% off your first order.
Hey everyone, it's me again, your girl Dominique, and of course I have my co-host
Naycha.
Today's really fun and just super lighthearted. We're talking about the holiday overload, gearing up for the fall and winter season, and we are going to have a special guest, Dr. E from Just Train headquarters, who's going to just kind of dive in with us about chiropractic care and what that entails and kind of what she focuses on and all of that good stuff. So stay tuned, and don't forget, for those of you guys who have not, please subscribe to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. The only way we can keep this train moving is if you guys subscribe, and please share. We're excited to be announcing a Me Again workout coming soon, and hopefully a Me Again brunch. So that's all she wrote, and let's get into it. Naych. What you been up to, girl?
I've been up to a lot. I'm a little over the place today.
Yeah, you are.
I was fasting.
Tell him why. Speak to him.
I am getting ready to do my own, how I told you guys, and I've told you guys I've always struggled with like Candida.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm low-key self-diagnosing myself because no doctor said you have Candida overgrowth. But as I was doing the research, like symptom-wise, it just makes 1,000% sense.
Wow.
To the point of, they said like itchy ears. And throughout the week, I'll have itchy ears.
Not you and Sable having the same. Sable's my dog, by the way, folks.
Insane. But no, so I told myself I'm going to do this Candida cleanse because I'm experiencing, now that I'm older, when I was a teenager, I used to experience a lot of vaginal yeast infections. Now it's more so I'm experiencing the other symptoms, brain fog, fatigue, I'm breaking out here, my head's itchy scalp, clearly my itchy ears. Like, that's what I'm experiencing now. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a cleanse. So I did all the research and yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. So I said to myself, let me start with a fast, like all liquid fast. So the first day I stopped eating on Sunday at, I want to say 8 p.m. And then the next morning I woke up and I did just a little bit of celery juice, then my lemon water with ginger, and just bone broth all day. Bone broth. Yum. It was like, oh, I'm getting hungry. Let me get my bone broth. And then the second day,
What kind of bone broth?
I did beef bone broth, but I'll interchange between beef bone broth and chicken. And then the second day, I didn't have any bone broth. I just started with like 8 ounces of celery juice in the morning, and then I did all lemon water throughout the day. I felt good, and then I woke up this morning,
And you did not feel so good.
like a truck ran over me. Like, I was so weak and like a little bit nauseous. So as I'm making my breakfast, because I'm thinking I'm gonna salivate over this breakfast. I'm not. I'm getting more nauseous because of the smells. So I'm making my breakfast, I pack it up, I go to work. The moment I get to work, I have to throw up.
Well, you know, the last time I felt like that, I was pregnant.
I am not. But but then once I threw up, I kind of felt better, and then I ate, and like I'm good. But even with all the terrible symptoms of like feeling weak and like just like no energy, I don't know if this makes sense, but my body feels cleaner and clearer, and my brain, like I still am a little foggy in a sense, but I just feel a lot clearer. And I was saying this yesterday, and everyone was looking at me like I had 10 heads because I was trying to explain like how my body felt. Like kind of like do you get a weird feeling when you have deja vu of like it kind of like a cast over your body that it feels like it's just weird, like something's off, like
deja
it's
vu
not
is
real.
strange. Mm-hmm.
That's how my day felt all day yesterday. Like I was just floating.
Yeah.
But I do feel a lot.
So
clear.
do you feel like you've seen a difference with the itchy ear and the
I don't have any itchy ear or anything right now.
Okay.
But they do say when you do a Candida cleanse, there's something called Candida die-off. So I'm not going to go wholly hard with the herbs yet. I'm going to do it over the weekend because I don't know how it's going to affect my body. But so right now I just incorporated, I'm doing no sugars, no processed foods, really just like vegetables and protein. And then I'll introduce quinoa. But once you do once you start taking the herbs, you can have Candida die-off. And if I have this is how I know I have Candida.
Yeah.
But you can experience your symptoms more because everything is like coming out, and you experience a die-off because what happens is if you have a whole bunch of Candida in your system and it starts to die off, it is releasing a shit ton of toxins in your body. So that's where the symptoms of the die-off come from. So you got to detox too, saunas.
So there's nothing that you can go and test to see if you have...
Oh, yeah. I could go and get with V Sister, I'm going to end up going with V Sister where I'll do the blood test, the stool sample, the hormone test, and they can really then look at me individually and see how my body is processing things.
But right now you're doing this cleanse.
Yeah, right now I'm doing this by myself. It's
So
called the GI map.
So wait, my question is then, for those listening, I just want you to reiterate again, especially for women, because we often deal with yeast infections. I used to have a yeast infection when it was like a hormone imbalance, obviously, or not imbalance, but change of hormones. Sometimes that would happen. But for those listening as women, what are the other symptoms, again, that you were experiencing that kind of is something to look at that it might be yeast?
Well, obviously, first things first, yeast infections in the vagina, the vagina, period. Yeah. That's like the first telltale sign. But after that, I would say like brain fog, fatigueness, low energy. I would say like any type of a rash that comes up, like kind of like that you don't have eczema, but all of a sudden now you have these rashes. I got them on my face. And then when I started to do a little bit of research, it said it could be like a dermatitis that's related to Candida. That, and let me think.
The ears.
The ears, I've read the ears, but that's pretty much like, I want to say, not it, because there's a couple of other symptoms, but those are the big ones.
That's incredible.
And when I was doing my research, it's funny because when I was doing my research, I came to because I feel like when I was getting my yeast infections, it was like they're going to give me diflucan and they're going to give me the cream, either one. And then it came to the point where now they're giving me fucking both. So now I'm taking diflucan and I'm inserting a cream at the same time.
Ooh.
So clearly something's off.
Yeah.
Something's not working, and y'all are just over medicating me and not like helping the problem. Hence why I feel like now it's overgrown in my body because we never even got to the root cause.
No.
But a lot of people, when I was doing my research, it was saying like your root cause it can range.
Nutrition?
It can range nutrition. It can range, but a lot of things came down to like low stomach acid. And I was like, oh shit, I get heartburn like shit. Like I get heartburn all the time. Acid reflux all the time. So that might be my root cause. I don't know yet. I got to see a doctor, y'all. I will see a doctor, but I'm going to do this cleanse by myself first.
I like this.
I'll let y'all know how it goes.
Okay. That's great.
How are you? What have you been up to?
I'm doing good, girl. I've been a little stressed lately because the kids, and no, I'm not actually, not because of the kids. The kids and just, I think, life in general. I just feel like I haven't been really having an outlet to express myself, and I'm like harboring so much. So I've been having a lot of chest and anxiety pain, just tightening, and like my back was tightening up so bad, my traps tightening up so bad. An awful feeling. And then lately it's been seeming like it's taking longer to like kind of loosen out. So just been kind of going through that. But I did recently, that I think I'll share, I am the simplest person when it comes to skincare, and I've always been the simplest person. But recently, I'm like, okay, let me see if I can start adding some stuff in here because I'm not doing like the medical spa thing, yet maybe. But so I'm like, let me at least get these products. So I have been doing a new face routine.
Ooh.
So I use Origins has been my thing, like cleanser, just because I love how frothy it gets. And so I still use the same cleanser since I've been 15 years old. But I came across this company I think it's called Natura Bissé. And I bought from them a couple things. So I bought this cleansing face mask that it's for tightening. But my number one thing that I want to share is vitamin C oil on my face.
Ooh,
So I feel like,
that.
oh man, bring that back.
I need to bring that back. I
Bring it
forgot
back.
all about that.
So she was telling me how important that is. And what's her name? The person that does the esthetician. She was telling me how important that is. And I have been feeling like my face has been more glowy and a bit more hydrated. And I feel like it's been helping with under eye. Ooh. So I'll do my cleanser, then I'll do my toner, and then I do the under eye. Then I cleanser, then I do the vitamin C all over, but also under my eyes, then under eye cream, and then my regular SPF cream for the day. And I've been seeing a great difference with that. I've been getting some compliments on skin. I'm like, okay, not me feeling a little bit more lively these days, even though internally I'm feeling cooked.
No, you do look good.
Thanks, boo. So that's kind of like a fun thing that I'm trying to share to all the women of using vitamin C for our face, topical vitamin C. So that's cool. That's been going well. Also, another thing, Therabody, they just came out with a hot and cold wand. And so it's 3 minutes. It times it for you. And so you can do the cold for inflammation, I guess, and then the heated one for blood flow and circulation. So I've just been going over my face, each side, 3 minutes and 3 minutes. And it just gets so cold, at the top or so hot. And you just kind of rub it over your face after you do your face routine. And so I just adopted this new face routine.
Oh, that's really cool.
As of late.
My face routine is very simple. And I used to do the vitamin C when I was pregnant, and I thought that's why it was glowy because I'm pregnant. So, you glow when you're pregnant. But maybe it was really the vitamin C.
Bring that vitamin C back. I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's that. And then my next step up is going to be to start doing hair treatments and masks.
Oh, that
now that my hair has grown back.
I'm a very simple black soap and shea butter type of gal. But I used to do all the masks with my hair. Before I moved out here, I used to do a lot. I'm getting back to it. I'm about to start making, anyway, we'll get into it. But I used to make my own mask with avocado and egg, and I'm doing the whole 9 yards. And it was consistently. I'm co-washing my hair every Wednesday, and I'm deep conditioning every Sunday. It was a routine.
I just learned about co-washing too. So anyways, I am getting my whole new self-care feminine pampering thing going on. So I'll keep you updated. And that's it. It's just about the little things sometimes that just make you feel good.
Yeah, it's the little things, honestly.
I'm cooked. But anyway, so that's good. Or do we need more?
We need to talk a little bit about the holidays since we're going into those questions with Dr. E. So maybe just talk about it's a busy time right now because it's going to air during
the holiday season.
The holiday season. Yeah, so just
Are you the Grinch?
So no, I would just talk about things. So we're in the busy holiday season. What are some things that are stressing you out or that are or things that you like, and then just talk a little bit like that kind of thing. So what things do you hate about the holidays? What things are you excited
What were your favorite
about?
memories as a kid? I didn't have no milk for Santa because I never believed in Santa. My father did not let us do that.
You don't have to answer all these questions.
But just an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of.
Okay. So that's what I got going on. But we're in this busy time right now. It's
that might be why you're so stressed too.
Could be. The stress is in the air.
The stress is in the air.
The stress is in the air. So yeah, I mean, tell me, what do you have planned? I mean, because I was just telling somebody, I can't believe the year is almost over. We're about to be in 2025.
I know.
So what do you have going on these next couple months? Do you have any plans?
Not really. I am trying to go back home right after Christmas, not for Christmas, because I do want to spend Christmas in my own house.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my son, and for him to open his gifts in the house. I mean, I could. No, I want to go after Christmas.
Yeah.
For Thanksgiving, I don't really got anything planned for this Thanksgiving. I'm really trying to see it because it depends. My son might go with his father to Georgia to go for family.
Oh,
but I
nice.
probably will stay here because I would like to catch up on some sleep and some rest. So I'm not really too, but I do miss being home for the holidays.
Yeah.
Because like there's just a family feel.
I just love being around family.
I
and
do
it's,
too.
Honestly, it's kind of sad. We were just saying, it's kind of sad that it has to be a holiday or sadly a funeral or something like that to
That
get
gets everybody
everyone
together.
together. Yeah, but so I am looking forward to spending time with family. We don't know what our plans are. I got to discuss with boss and his schedule, but I am trying to actually just say, let's go to an island or something as a vacation and do something different, which might be nice. But who knows? I don't know. But I am looking forward to some good food. I'm looking forward for a bunch of butter.
That's what I miss. That's what
A
I
bunch
miss.
of butter?
No, that's what I miss from leaving New York.
Being home.
Because I don't have that family here in a sense. Like every Thanksgiving we're gonna go to somebody's house, and every Christmas it's just warm and feeling you're around family. And now that we're out here and it's just us, it's like I make it as festive as possible. Like I'll make up on Christmas morning and I'll make my son like reindeer pancakes and. The first,
so
last
cute.
year, he was 3 last year for Christmas, and he didn't know what to do. He was just standing there staring at the presents and I'm like, you can open them. And he's like, so now
What do
I have
I
to
do?
take a present. I'm opening it up for him. So I am excited for him because he's talking about Christmas a lot. Talk about he's going to put it on his list. Go ahead, baby, because I'm not buying it right now.
Ooh, girl, you better utilize that naughty list. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, so you're about to be on the naughty list. Get that behavior.
list?
Yeah, get that behavior in order.
Do you have any?
Last Christmas, sorry, I cut you off.
No, go ahead. What'd you say?
Last Christmas, poor Cade, he had the flu. He was like 103 degrees. I mean, it was just awful. It was so sad. He was so
that happened
sick.
to my sister too.
I'm like, ooh, something's going on. This
She
poor
missed out
boy.
on everything. Do you guys have any specific? Because for me, I don't really care for the holidays. I really just like this time of year because these particular holidays kind of bring all of the family together. And it's more like warmth for me in a sense versus like, I know I'm going to get a gift and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have any traditions that you guys do around the holidays that it's kind of you guys set for your family?
Well, I don't necessarily know about if Boss and I are having traditions. I actually was gonna start talking to him about what are some things that we can make as a tradition, something that our kids can look forward to. I remember my dad, when I grew up, every Christmas morning he would put on Nat King Cole, and we have grits and eggs and sausage or whatever, which is just a
My
filling.
mama was making me pancakes. F those grits.
I'll go with pancakes too. Shoot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to hit them grits. So yeah, that was just something that I just would remember. My mom loves coffee, so she'd be brewing the coffee. But again, to your point, I don't know. And then Boss, at his side, they have a huge holiday party every year.
Oh, that's cool.
His family from Texas, yeah. So we're kind of in the same thing. I have family out here, but his family's in Texas. So we've been kind of splitting it up. But I don't know. We got to figure out some sort of tradition that we can have with our kids.
Yeah, me too.
Like you said, even just being in the spirit of family and that kind of thing. Maybe it's incorporating. So I love the family party idea because it keeps everyone together, and that's what's most important. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that might be something that's nice. It's a good tradition that we start. So we'll see what we got. You know what I mean? But I think I'm excited. You're always with Dr. E. Every
my girl.
day. Yeah. So we should ask her also before we get into the chiropractic stuff is what are her traditions, things that she likes revolving, around this time. So we have a game that the Peanut Gallery put together, this or that, and we'll just play that with her and
That
see.
sounds good to me.
see
I
how
love
it
it this or
goes.
that. I love it this or that, okay?
Perfect.
In-N-Out or White Castle?
In-N-Out.
Thank you.
I don't eat White Castle.
I literally said that so that she would say In-N-Out.
She knew that.
Are you ready to elevate your mac and cheese game to a whole new level of deliciousness and nutrition? Look no further because Goodles has arrived. It doesn't just taste good, but it's the new healthy mac and cheese I feed my boys, including my husband. Goodles has changed the way you think about noodles with their clean ingredients and packing each box full of 21 nutrients from organic plants, 14 grams of protein, and 7 grams of fiber per serving, and prebiotics to support your gut health. Goodles currently comes in 11 different flavors, including a vegan mac and 2 gluten-free options. They're the first box mac and cheese ever to receive the Clean Label Purity Award certification. That means that their final product has been tested by a third party for over 400 contaminants, and they determined Goodles met their highest standards. Goodles is also a low glycemic index food, so it gives you steady energy instead of a carb crash. Say goodbye to bland, uninspired pasta dishes. Goodles is here to shake things up. Goodles are your go-to noodles that are not only tasty, but also packed with goodness. And trust us, it's not just for kids. Goodles is a hit with the whole family. To learn more, visit goodles.com today. Hey everyone, we are back with me again. So excited because we have a special guest for our segment. Dr. E is here.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Always E.
So for those who don't know, Dr. E is a chiropractor that works at Just Train, and she is responsible for getting everyone feeling good after their sessions. Am I right or am I right?
100%.
Prep them up before.
Right. Oh, prep up before.
So you do a
people
little
get
prep
stretched,
before, a little, decompress after. Depends on what you're feeling that day. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I'm missing out on some of the services.
Come on, Dom. Come in.
You might be.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so E, so before we get started and going into all of your doctor and your chiropractor and your little life story, Naycha and I, we were doing a little holiday this or that.
Ooh,
Okay, so we're going to play a little game. If you have a great story, please feel free to share. So I'm just going to read off the phone then. How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay, so number 1, what's your preference? Who's going to answer this one? You guys want a real tree or an artificial tree?
Ooh, family-wise, real tree. My mom used to, all those little ornaments you'd make in school, all of them were on the tree. I used to love that. Now, with my wife, clean-cut, artificial tree, white lights.
Why you can't put your ornaments on your artificial tree?
I think it's the look of it. Because it did look a hot mess, but it was like family, but now they want the clean
I like the
cut,
artificial
white,
too.
so I understand.
Yeah, she's going for a clean look. You know what I mean? She's giving modern day. Okay, here we go. Next one. Okay, are you a gift card giver or a wrapped, thoughtful gift?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to answer this.
I'm
Do
both.
that.
I am neither. Okay, actually, I'll say I'm a wrapped, thoughtful gift person. But recently, it's getting so bad. I'm just sending shipments to people's houses.
That
I'm
works
putting
too.
the shipping
That
address.
does.
You're receiving the box, the Zara box, and then let me know how you like it.
Yeah.
That
I like
works
that.
too. I'm
It's
both.
so easy. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. Okay, Friendsgiving or family giving?
I like family Thanksgiving.
Family.
And
Yeah.
Friendsgiving is less stressful.
Oh,
Friendsgiving is less stressful.
hold on. I thought Friendsgiving came about because people were too stressed with their family.
Yeah, so Friendsgiving is less stressful.
Oh,
And
Friendsgiving
less
is.
less
Okay.
stressful. Yeah, less
Oh, they said
stressful.
more.
Oh, no, less stressful.
Guys,
for sure.
I've never been to a Friendsgiving.
Oh, do you not have friends? Damn, Nate. Okay, here we go. We got another one. Ugly Christmas sweater or matching pajamas?
Matching PJs.
Throw that ugly on. Because I make anything look good, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm conceding. I gotta raise it. Yeah, I'm gonna go matching pajamas. Okay, hot chocolate or eggnog?
Eggnog.
Oh, hot chocolate.
Fucking love eggnog.
Okay, I used to love eggnog, but speaking of gut health, how we've been talking, my stomach cannot take it.
Eggnog?
It's donezo, like it's over, so I'm gonna go with hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate for safety.
Okay, here we go. Holiday parties or cozy nights in?
Ooh, cozy night in.
Cozy night
Nice
in with
and
the blanket, with the
warm.
candle lit.
Nice
Netflix
little
and chill?
movie.
Yeah, and just kick your feet up. The kid is in bed. Relax.
I'm
cozy.
thinking cozy night in with no kids. Kids are at grandma's house. Okay, shoot. Okay, gift wrapping. So perfectly neat or hastily done?
Perfectly neat. Sorry.
Oh, hastily done a little bit. You know, I put a little time into it. You know. It's
So are you
it's
giving
love.
sloppy? Is it giving
Is it
like
giving
Yeah, so that
sloppy?
my wife keeps it clean. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we balance.
I love so everything like I'm always an aesthetic person, like in general.
Right.
So when I'm
wraps
wrapping
them
a
in black and
gift or anything,
gold.
no, it's giving like black on black crime.
Yep.
Black
I do it.
paper with the
They
black.
all look the same?
Oh yeah.
Every
And then one
single-
time I did a like a glitter.
Okay.
That was awful because you're tying the bows, the glitter. I mean, it's just like for days. You know what I mean? Because it has to be so perfect. But I like when it's an aesthetic.
Even with the kids.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah.
F your character.
Yes, I do.
Wrapping paper.
Yes, I do. But nobody's, like I said, my kids are getting UPS boxes. It's like, yeah, nobody has time for that these days. Okay, opening gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning or Hanukkah or whatever else. Anybody?
I celebrate
Enjoys?
Christmas. So I do, in the Christmas Eve, we unwrap our pajamas, all our matching pajamas. And then Christmas Day, that's when we unwrap our gifts.
Same. Our family was the exact same. You
Oh, I
unwrap
love
your Christmas
that.
pajamas. We had family pajamas. We go to sleep in,
Yeah,
and then
and
you
then we
all
wake
wake
up
up.
and
Yep. Just the same way.
Gosh,
Yeah.
too cute. Yeah, we used to do one gift on Christmas Eve, and then the rest just. But I don't think the gift was Christmas pajamas.
It was whatever you
Just
picked.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever I've been eyeing. Okay, so snowy holiday or warm beach getaway. Ooh.
Snowy. F this California Christmases because it don't feel like it.
Okay, it snowed last year here.
Here? In LA?
On the Hollywood sign, there was snow and hail in my
Guys.
backyard. Thank you. We are a snowy state.
Snowy my ass.
What do you do, E? What do you do?
I did a New York Christmas once, and I probably will never do that again. I was so cold. I've never been so cold in my life.
That
Was
shit
it
hurts your
awful?
joints.
It was horrible. It was pretty though. Like so for like looks wise, I would like the snowy, but how I felt, yeah, I want to be
You were
warm.
miserable.
I was shivering.
Yeah, no, it hurts your joints.
So
hurts.
my birthday is in December. And you know, as a kid, when you're celebrating and you're doing that whole thing, it's like you're thinking of your theme. And I'm like, I really want a winter wonderland birthday party.
Oh, that's cute.
But I never got it because you know why? Every December in
hot as fuck.
California, it was 80 degrees and beautiful.
Hot as hell. Yeah.
Gorgeous. And I said, I'm gonna have to take it up to the mountaintop because this is ridiculous.
A big bear getaway. You
Yeah,
can do that.
but let me
I
tell you
mean,
something.
Hey,
My
we got-
husband-
we got birthdays coming up.
Right, but I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. I have to. I'm a mother of 3. There's no celebration.
No, you celebrate you because if you weren't here, then the world wouldn't operate the exact same way. So you
Well,
gotta
I'm trying to
celebrate your
celebrate
existence
myself every day,
every day.
which is the point of this podcast because I need self care 24/7. Okay, no, but okay. So this is don't tell boss, but he'll find out once he watches this. But he'll never watch this, so he won't even know. But I'm secretly trying to plan a beach like holiday time, Christmas time. Like fly. Let's get flued out. The kids, all of us get flued out to like an island somewhere. So we'll see. I might tell you might be into that.
Okay.
Might not all be about the snow, girl. Here we
I
go.
am.
What's next? Holiday movies: Home Alone or Elf?
Ooh, Home Alone's a classic.
This is a hard
Home Alone is
one.
a classic.
I'm
But
still
who
home.
can like Will Ferrell? Are you kidding?
Oh, but you have Will Ferrell haters. So that's like a 50-50. But like Home Alone, I feel like usually everyone's like, okay, yeah. Like no one's really like
Damn,
Home
I
Alone.
don't know which one I like. I like both of them.
Let me
Elf
tell
is
you what
funny,
pisses me
though.
off about Home Alone. You mean to tell me that you guys flew across the damn world and didn't know that you didn't have your baby with you?
Fair enough.
That's crazy.
Like you're about to piss me off.
That's pretty crazy.
Fair enough.
To be honest, how everything like worked out and how that's pretty. Yeah,
That sounds
And
nuts.
they didn't just lose him one time, 2 times. They lost him a few times because we got Home Alone 2.
Although
We
sometimes
did.
I will say, sometimes I'll be like, okay, we got 1 kid, 2 kids. Where's the 3rd kid? You got to count when you got kids.
I mean, they had like 20 people coming out their house. So.
Nah, but she sat in that airplane chair like everything was fine. You gotta do one more check. She sat in there. She said, Yeah, we could.
That is a
you
mother
gotta
who
look.
is stressed. She's like, I'm enjoying my me time
I'm done,
right now.
yeah.
Ooh, child.
Valerie has a question.
Yeah.
How do you keep track of your kids when you're traveling?
Ooh.
I only have one, so
Okay, the best way to keep track of your kids while traveling is to have one adult with each of the kids. Okay.
Okay.
So if it's like, if we're going on a vacation and it's like a nanny, me, and my husband, then each person is responsible for one kid, right? So that's ideal because then you just got one. But there have been times where it's like you're outnumbered. And so that's a challenge. You know, you're just hoping for the community to be involved.
your mother. Excuse
know?
me, your kid.
You're hoping that someone shuts the door on them or doesn't let them leave, you know? So I don't know. But the best situation is to always just equally travel together. So 3 people for 3 kids, 2 people for 2 kids, one-on-one.
That works. That
You
makes
know what I'm
sense.
saying?
That makes sense, yeah.
That's ideal. Okay, what's the next question? Where are we at?
Cooking
I missed
a
it.
big holiday meal or ordering takeout?
Oh, my family's a cook.
I like
My
cooked
grandma
meals.
used to get everybody together and cook. I loved that.
I like.
I'm
cooked
looking for a
meals.
home-cooked meal as
Yeah.
well. Come on, greens. Go ahead, Nate.
Decorating the house or decorating the tree? Ooh.
House.
Can I do both?
Both, yeah. Gotta do both.
I love
Do
the
both.
house.
I love the warmth of, because I'm not really a holiday person, but I love like the warmth and like when you decorate, it just cozy and it's like just so family oriented.
I like to feel like winter time. Like I like
Yeah, because it's not
icicle.
cold here, so you got to get reminded.
Is that a bad thing? Damn.
What's your favorite?
No, actually, it's not.
Ooh, scent. Well, I don't really like any of the holiday scents. Because I like fresh linen and cotton,
Yeah, I do
like
too,
stuff that doesn't
low-key,
smell so much.
high-key.
Because when you get into people's houses, then it's smelling like straight pumpkin
Gingerbread.
spice. It's like, damn, it kind of
one's
smells a
not
little
too bad.
Little smell like the little like BO. You know, like I don't want to come to your house and you got like
Fair enough.
hot spice pumping.
Fair enough.
Very strong. Yeah, that's tough.
Fair
Because like it's an invasion of the nostrils. So when it's like a light little like, hey, do you smell that? It's like it's nice.
Is there apple pie in the oven?
Yeah, like what is that? And you're like, I got you for
That might
Breeze.
be.
Oh, that's a good one.
What you cooking up, E? Nah, girl, it's candle. It's the spritzer. It's the bathroom spritzer. Now, let me tell you what does piss me off. There's a lot of things that are pissing me off this episode. When people have the
Somebody
nerve
walked
to have like a
alongside.
pumpkin spice bathroom spray, you mean to tell me that you're about to drop a deuce and then try and cover it up with a pumpkin spice?
Yeah, that's
I mean,
crazy.
that smells insane.
The combination is just
I don't even like pumpkin
nuts.
spice like that.
It doesn't make sense.
Wait,
It's
so do you guys
weird.
go for the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks?
The eggnog latte used to have my heart, and they got rid of it.
Eggnog latte.
Starbucks had an eggnog latte. I used to get it. I used to save up all my free drinks in the month of December, and just every week I was getting an eggnog latte once a week, and then they discontinued it.
That sounds like an explosion in the stomach.
I mean,
Eggnog
I was
latte. Well, you told I told
figure it out.
my gut is
Shoot,
not
that's what I'm
Hence
like.
why I'm fasting now.
because of all those eggnog lattes.
lattes.
Damn.
It's catching
No,
up
let
to
me tell. Let me try and put everybody on. I was watching my girl Emily in Paris, and she. Did you guys hear this? She was saying that she loves an apple pie macchiato or something like that. Apple cider macchiato. It's only a seasonal drink.
I've seen it before, I feel like.
Yeah, I've never had that, but I could take a little note of apple. Like that might be nice. So I'm gonna try that for the season.
Try the chestnut praline when it comes out.
Chestnut praline. That sounds up my alley too.
It's delicious. That's my next go-to now. Now that I have
Because I love a good butter pecan, pralines, and cream. That's a vibe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay, what's next? It's bomb.
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
Ooh,
Travel
that's a
to
good
see.
one. No,
Wait.
the Black Friday one.
Oh, Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I'm off any of those.
I'm all about cyber because I'm not going to nobody's store.
Yeah, Cyber Now. I had a bad Black Friday experience when I was young. It's my sister's fault. So if she ever sees this, I still remember this. It was Black Friday when Black Friday was still like
a
Black
big
Friday.
thing.
Yeah, it's not as like
Girl, were
when
you
people
camping
go
out
into
at
the store.
Sears?
We were at Best Buy because she wanted. It was like the first time they had when they first did the digital camera with the screen, so it wasn't you had to go wait for the film to develop.
Damn, the evolution.
We were in a mob and they were moving. I got stuck behind a pillar to the point like I'm being smashed. And I remember they literally had to I'm smashed against this wall and they're all over here worried about Best Buy things. I'm just young. It was so bad that I remember there was people behind me. They created like a little bubble and my sister, I just remember feeling my sister like reach around and just grab me off the wall. We got the camera. So that's what matters, I guess. I
gotta tell you, that is an awful, awful situation.
Yeah, so Cyber Monday and the safety of my home, sign me up.
I hope you boxed her after that.
I mean, we got the camera, so I mean, I guess, the sacrifice of my chest was worth it.
Well, there was like this conspiracy going around that Black Friday was like to like humiliate and like turn Black people against each other. Because were you seeing like for the 20%? Were you seeing like these people were going into these stores and like they were like ready to shoot somebody?
Yeah. What?
I'm like, guys, come on now, let's keep it classy.
Any other day, everybody's worried about, Grandma Ethel, but Black Friday, she might catch a right hook.
Grandma Ethel's fine on Thanksgiving, but next thing you know, when you see her in Walmart on Black Friday.
Black Friday with a black eye. Like, yeah.
No, it's awful.
It was crazy.
It's so embarrassing. And then they're like, people are it was just, I remember my cousin, she had to work one of those Black Fridays, and she was like leaving the family dinner at 10 p.m. on Thanksgiving to make it to her shift.
Yeah.
I'm like,
to be honest,
this is too much. But hey, whatever.
Now
If people think it's worth it, I guess.
I'm glad it's died
but even
down.
the Cyber Monday, I'm like, are these deals really worth it? And the stuff that's on sale, I'm like, is it really worth it?
Let me tell you, some things are. Like I'll stack up on like sanitary items, like pads and tampons. I'll stack up on things that like are gonna be useful for me.
So Amazon is doing a Cyber Monday.
Oh, they are?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I guess you're not too hip with Cyber Monday.
Yeah, they usually do. Amazon does.
Like you just said, you're a Cyber Monday stalker upper. And
Yeah, but
like,
I don't usually. I usually go to like the direct website.
Oh, like Target or something. Oh, girl.
No,
come to
like
2024.
Honey Pot, like the actual website.
Come to 2024, girl. What is going on?
They're the ones that have the best deals.
I see.
So
Directly on the site.
You guys use Rakuten?
No.
Talk about it.
I sure do. I use Rakuten. You don't know what Rakuten is?
Rakuten
is about saving money. Okay, you go to your web browser, you turn on the Rakuten, and depending on the time of whenever you're going on there, every brand is different. So like right now, maybe Nike is like 10% back or 2% back, but like it kind of like every brand basically in every store. And every actual website has like, you click it and it goes to the website and then it automatically will give you whatever percentage back that it's promoting on the website.
Damn, I didn't know that.
That's where I get, listen.
So you're getting cash back?
So you get cash back. Right now I have, I think like $80 in my cash back that I haven't.
And then you can use that to buy something.
You can either cash out and they send you a check or they can give you a gift card. Things like that. Listen, I'm all into the saving
That's like
money.
modern day coupon clipping.
Literally.
I genuinely feel like that. It's like modern day coupon clipping.
It's weird how like people aren't sharing this information.
I just told y'all. Now you know.
Golly.
Rakuten.com. It's purple.
Come sponsor us.
Holiday music all month long or only on Christmas Day?
All month long.
Oh, Christmas. Mainly Christmas.
Sorry,
like
guys.
the week of Christmas is like when I blast it.
Give me my NSYNC, my Mariah Carey. What other couple of songs do I like that are Christmas?
It's only Mariah Carey. I just saw recently that she posted like she was on an airplane and then she basically was telling everybody, not yet, guys. Like, calm down.
No, dead ass. It's
asleep.
only October.
I'm still chilling. Yeah,
We gotta
like, don't put me to work.
You gotta take it out. Like maybe you could hear it on Thanksgiving, maybe because it's like, oh, that's what's coming up. But as it's like flowing, I would say
So
like
Black Friday.
I would say like the second week of December. Really get into it.
Have you seen the trend on Instagram or TikTok where it's like the first day of fall and people are like leaving their house and it's like a car driving by and it's like, and they're like, she's like around somewhere. It's pretty funny. Yeah, like I hear her.
I mean, she is really making those residuals on during October, November, December, January, even shit. Okay, so travel to see family or host everyone at your house. Ugh.
I'd like to host once I get there.
Okay.
But for right now, it's traveling.
Traveling.
Hosting is nice, but hosting is a lot of work.
Yep.
Pumpkin pie or pecan pie? Oof, neither.
Neither.
Pumpkin,
Neither.
for
Sweet
sure.
potato.
Sweet
Come
potato,
on.
me, baby.
Yeah, sweet
With that
potato
Cool
too.
Whip on top.
Sweet potato me, baby.
Yeah, sweet potato. Gingerbread house competition or baking cookies?
Baking cookies because I can eat them. I'm not gonna eat a gingerbread house.
Yeah, the
Baking cookies.
gingerbread house is actually nasty.
Yeah.
Like, have you actually tried to eat it after? It's actually really
Disgusting.
gross.
I never did.
It's
So,
aesthetically pleasing,
To
but
eat cookies for fun, yeah, I'd paint, but yeah.
Paint the house. Giving gifts or receiving gifts? Ooh, I love giving.
I am a big gift giver. I enjoy
I'm
that
both.
look.
I mean, I want to receive too, don't get me wrong, but I get excited. I'm like I can't wait till you open the gift. Like,
do you like it?
you like that? You like what I got?
How many gifts do you guys actually have to buy for people?
That's my problem.
Man.
I used to really like to give a well-rounded basket, but now I'm like, damn, that's just too costly.
Yeah,
If you're not in like my immediate, you might not see a gift from me.
Yeah, I'm not
too
I'm not
much.
giving gifts,
That's
especially
so-
since I got 3 kids now. I'm not giving.
Yeah, I got a
gifts.
son. He's gonna get all my gifts.
My wife's birthday is on the 22nd, and then obviously Christmas is right there. So it's a lot of money is coming out of my pocket that week of Christmas.
So
And you gotta make
are
them
you a
separate.
blender?
No, it has to be separate. It's been like it has to be
Oh,
separate.
I bet.
It's one of
And
those.
it should.
You're 3 days, like dog. I
Hey,
could
Lisa,
put it
you have a
together.
whole birthday that you would get gifts, and then you're gonna get gifts on Christmas, but you're gonna let somebody get cheaped out because
You're
their birthday's in
right.
December.
You're right. I separate it. I do separate it. I make sure, but it's just like,
Yeah, you got to prep.
dang.
You got to prep in advance. Make sure that bread is right to go ahead and do a
Facts.
duo.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, holiday card photo, professional photo shoot, or candid snapshot.
Aw.
What about a professional snapshot? Oh wait, professional candid snapshot.
There you go.
That's
yeah.
what I'm gonna take it.
My family was a professional group. We'd get them
I love that.
pictures, Them pictures,
But I
yeah.
love that.
professional group.
I want to start
My
with
God,
Narit.
every
Lisa's like
year
this.
we picked a color. It's red this year, blue this year, this year, and we're just.
And you
every
can
year.
only you gotta there's only 4 colors that you can really choose.
Yeah, because it's
It's like
holidays.
red,
green,
White,
White.
green, blue for winter.
maybe a little
Yeah.
silver.
silver.
I don't know.
All right, we got 2 more. Sledding down hills or ice skating? Downhill. All day,
I've never
baby.
been ice
I
skating.
never been sledding.
Sledding is fun.
You never been ice skating?
Never been ice skating. I know to the opposite thing.
I got
right?
scars
That
from ice
would work.
skating. Actually, one here.
Oh, that's the New Yorker. That's the
Ice
New
skating
Yorker
is
in her.
dangerous. Like, can somebody tell me about this?
It's you ever roller skated?
not the same.
You ever rollerbladed?
Not the same.
It's kind of the same, but you're just on
It's
ice.
wheels versus a blade.
And you're freezing.
Yeah, but
and-
it's the same concept of like movement, but not. Okay, peanut gallery, it's not. But I would just say like
It is
you know,
very uncomfortable when you fall or anything. I mean, it's
yeah,
just
it's
awful.
hard. It's hard. It's cold, and you're gonna try to push your hand up. It's cold. It's ice.
Well, that's why you have to
They're
wear
called
gloves.
It's gloves.
Have you heard of that before? Okay, last one. Last minute shopping or planning months in advance?
Last minute. I would love to plan in advance, but my life, myself, it's me. I can't take accountability. I'm a last minute person.
I think better under pressure.
I thought I was a last minute person until I met my husband. He'll be there on December 25th. He'll be there on December 24th getting something. Anyways, okay, so that was fun. That was cute.
Yeah,
That was cutesy.
That was a good one.
Okay, so Dr. E, we have you here because you are just amazing at what you do, obviously.
Thank you.
But tell us, all of us, how you kind of got into the field and, why you love it, and what are the perks of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I played basketball my whole life, so been an athlete. For specifically women athletes, the way that our body is shaped, we're kind of prone to a lot more injuries. So I had a lot of friends around me in high school having missing entire seasons, even through college, missing entire seasons. And I was lucky and blessed enough to never have an injury at that level. But it was just, I kind of saw a gap of why is this happening so much? And why is it taking so long for people to kind of get back in that way? Originally wanted to be a orthopedic surgeon. I hate blood. I hate bled a lot.
So surgery
Yeah, it
was
makes
So
you nauseous,
surgery
huh?
was out ski. So I had to make a turn and pivot.
I'm glad you knew that before you had to find out.
Oh yeah, I did a couple practice. Like they have, it's like a fake kind of arm, and you're able to practice like putting needles in and cutting. And even that, I was getting squeamish. So I was like, if this is someone real, like I know I'm out ski.
Right.
So kind of turned and pivot, went kind of the PT route, chiro route. Ended up going chiro. And then now I'm kind of here. Yeah, kind of very much in the sports realm in general, trying to now start weaning out everywhere. But it was definitely sports that pushed me to this point, 100%.
That's beautiful.
That's dope. Do you feel like sometimes it's like, do you feel like kind of sports, I mean, the physical therapy and chiro kind of go together though? Like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I feel like just ultimate body, like I wish more people were into chiropractics. I mean, we've talked about this on several episodes because I think if you put it, it really is physical therapy. It's really, truthfully, but not everybody is a believer. You know what I mean?
Right. It's difficult because actually legally we are not allowed to say we do physical therapy. Like chiros in the state of California, like we have to say everything else around it. Essentially, it really is like similar, where a big difference is, and which made me go a little bit more chiro than physical therapy. With physical therapy, you have to have more than likely a script from a doctor, like from an MD, like a referring script, and then you work through their findings. What I like as chiropractic is I can be from top to bottom. Like I can have the findings, I can create the management plan. Everything is like completely on me, and I really, really appreciate that. That's like super cool.
That's kind of like the ball is like in your
Completely,
whole court.
yeah.
So what do you do that? Because a lot of people will watch this and be like, well, how do chiropractors and PTs, how do they even correlate? Because chiropractors just crack. What do you do in your practice, and how do you like from start to finish when you see a patient?
Okay, yeah. So start to finish when I see a patient. So first I'm taking you as in seeing what's going on. We definitely want to kind of get to the cause of everything. That's the biggest thing with just holistic healing in general, like not even just chiro. Holistic healing is getting to the cause so that you fix this issue, so that you're not dealing with it for such a long period of time. Chiro is really cool. Another reason why I got into it is there's so many different avenues and you can kind of pick. There is a group of chiropractors that like to adjust and utilize adjusting, and adjusting is important. There's a philosophy that I follow where I'm a little bit more soft tissue, manual work on the body. There's animal chiropractors. I don't know if you guys have been seeing these animal chiropractors adjusting dogs, adjusting giraffes, horses.
Well, that's cool.
No, there's a whole thing. You can go the neuro route and strictly focus on nerves. It's like there's such a wide range of what you can do with it, which is also why I think that trust level sometimes is people are a little bit more skeptical because it's like, whoa.
I didn't even know that. Like I had no idea that chiropractors like coming into Just Train for the first time and seeing y'all. I didn't know like cupping, grafting, like stem. Like I did that in college from like the athletic trainer, but I didn't know that chiropractors actually practice that. I just had the idea of chiropractors equals adjusting and cracking my bones.
Yeah,
that's about it.
That's true.
So I didn't even know that. That's kind of cool.
I think that's a common misconception. And with Cruz, he has ptosis on his eye, where his eye is a little bit droopy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we actually went to a chiropractor who is a functional neurologist as well. So he does all nerves. And so he gave us like the top of the line, the best stem, the best infrared laser treatment, all of that. And I mean, drastic changes to his eye. So that was very cool because I'm like, chiropractic, you would never think of the type of work that he was doing in there. So I love to spread the awareness, and I love for you guys to keep educating us on like what you guys are actually doing, because it's so beneficial. Not everything needs medicine. Not everything needs a diagnosis, and now I'm on this prescription, that kind of thing. So I just love that. I think that's dope.
Thank you.
Really, really cool. What you got, H?
I was trying to read. Sorry.
Okay, so I do have a question, especially when we're talking about the holiday season and like with family and everything like that, like the stress level, right? And personally, I've been dealing with like really bad anxiety, really bad chest pain, like having these like anxiety attacks, pain through like my trap, whatever you call it, up here.
Right, trap.
My trap
There we
muscles,
go.
okay, because they're so big and large, But yeah, I've been just like where it's just extreme tightening and it's tripping me out because I never thought I would be somebody who like would physically have a reaction to stress that way. But have you seen or do you notice any correlation that's helpful between stress and chiropractics, right? And during this season, do you feel like you have a higher volume of clients? I'm looking for some tips here. I'm like, do I need to see Dr. E or something?
You might have to. I have a similar issues.
Well, what can you do for me, girl? Like,
Yeah.
how does chiropractic care help stress?
How does it not? I think, honestly, especially with stress, the very first thing that we can get to, which is the very first thing that we do in life, is breath. Really. And because when you're in this holiday environment, you're right, you're talking about stress, everything, your body's kind of going into this mode of like keeping you going. It's like kind of almost like a survival mode. So what your breath can do, you can actually tap into what's called your rest and digest system or your parasympathetic system. So a way that you can do that is your exhale. You allow your exhale to be longer than your inhale. So like, let's say you're like, I have all the kids. I have these 3 kids. Boss needs something. I'm trying to do give me let me go to the restroom real quick. I'm gonna, take a second, even if it's 3 minutes, it will help. So you can sit there, take a nice count 3 inhale, do like a 4 or 5 exhale. And I would do that for that 2-3 minutes. You would just even feel your shoulders just kind of like starting to come down. Yeah, because that's starting. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
So we can do a good practice, okay? Just
I was practicing while you
she
were
was trying
talking.
to breathe
You're breathing in too soon. Okay, I feel it's like it's happening quick over here.
Okay, so we're gonna inhale.
So you know,
Slow.
We could all hear you practice.
Yeah.
I specifically in headphones could hear you practice.
She was trying to steal the air from everybody
Yeah,
in here.
I'm
We
like,
want some air too, Naycha. Give
mind
me a
your bubble.
second.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna inhale through our nose and then we're gonna exhale out of our mouth. Okay. So we're gonna do a 3-second inhale. Ready? Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna inhale again. 3, 2, 1. Big exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more.
Baby.
Big inhale. 3, 2, 1. Big exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. That
That's
alone was only 3
nice.
breaths. How does
You feel
everybody
lighter?
feel?
That's nice.
That alone.
But you have me in this position.
She looked like that. So
Dr. E did not tell me that I had to do that.
I mean, this is just if you have to get to the restroom, and you only got that 3 minutes, and you got to sit crisscross.
How
but
nice
even
is
that
that?
alone will bring everything down. It slows your heart rate. It really helps a lot. I think that alone, if you start there, and then just nice little stretches throughout your day. Your neck. You're saying your neck hurts.
Yeah.
Just a nice little as you're breathing, just anything that you can kind of take a moment to yourself. I would really focus on breathing as well as any type of stretching or something like that. And I think it would actually help a lot. You'll feel that difference in your nervous system. And once you become aware, you'll start to be able to catch it. Oh, I'm here. I'm in this frenzy. Let me bring myself down. And you're able to kind of just sit and regroup. It helps a lot.
That's one theme that I just love is for us as women to try and find these small things that we can utilize to start our day, to get through our day, to end our day. Because it's as you know, the season is, our podcast is called Me Again. It's sometimes we're in this rat race, you know what I mean, of just life and going through different phases and challenges. And so I really would love to just get snippets from every single person that's been on and this is their thing. This is what Dr. E said that may work and all these helpful tips and tricks because we need it. I mean, I really feel like we need it. Our mental, our emotional, our physical state really depends on us taking care of ourselves.
And I feel like the the environment and the media and just the world is so overloaded. So there's so much information kind of out there too, and it gets overwhelming. So kind of having a space where you can come and it's a little bit more concise. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Since we're always in the day and age, like I just said, it's all social media, and we're always sitting like this because I love to sit like this. It's so comfortable. And you talk to me all the time. Sometimes,
day, every
sometimes
day.
she'll even come into the gym because we're kind of like separated by a wall and a door. She'll come all the way into the gym and like push my neck back because I'm all the way out here. Okay, my ears are not
you be
lining
like
up. My
this?
ears are not
Yeah.
lining up with the
Oh,
shoulder.
nature.
Okay. So what are some like what are like 3 exercises that you could give to somebody to fix their like postural?
Oh, absolutely. So first things first, you want to find where you need to be. So essentially, if you were to kind of stand, if you were to have a mirror like to your side, I would even have a picture because I don't want you to be turning and looking, but I'd have somebody take a picture of the side of you. Yep, just like that. And you want your ears to be in line with your shoulder. So you'll be able to
pretty in
tell
line.
because a lot of people
Am I?
will, just like you said, the texting, computer, everything brings you here. So you want your ear to be in line with your shoulder. So that's like that's where your foundation is. That's kind of our goal, right? So a big one, which is called a chin tuck, is so when you think chin tuck, a lot of people think chin to chest, just like this. What you really want to think is like your head is kind of like a drawer, like a chicken, right? So a chin tuck backwards. Yeah.
So double chin it.
Yeah, double chin it. That's going to improve all of this backside of your muscles. It's actually, as clinicians, we call it the dead zone. It's the dead zone because everything, just what we're saying, everything's here. It stays in this lengthened position. We don't really have a lot of things that bring us an extension, bring us open chested. We do holding babies. Everything is this curled
breastfeeding
bottle.
is crazy.
You're stuck here. So what you need to do is be able to kind of bring that chest opening. So that chin tuck. So you could do it whether you're laying face down, and you can do it into the like air. Gravity is kind of pushing you down. You could do it face up, where you're going into a pillow, giving you some resistance that way. Or I would do it standing. You could place like a pillow on the wall behind you, and then just to really get that resistance and get used to your neck going backwards. Because I think that's like the first step before even getting to anything. Everybody thinks you want to go straight to shoulders.
Yeah.
A lot of it is the neck. It's actually your
That
neck
makes
coming
1,000%
here, and
sense.
then you can kind of because how is your shoulders going to go back if your neck's staying forward?
Neck
There's
is out.
no, your neck is out. You got to bring that chicken head back.
Fleming had told me when I went to go see her that she could tell. This was like a year ago when I was breastfeeding. And I had been already breastfeeding for all the boys. So by the time Cruz came around, I guess that neck was fully down because it's like this. You're like this all
Stuck.
day, every day, and like painful. You know what I mean? And so she's like, naturally, like once you stop breastfeeding and stuff, your
posture's pretty good.
no, because that's because I'm like under pressure right now.
You're aware of it now.
I'm like, Dr. E's about to be on my ass if I don't pull this back.
Get them ears next to them
All I
shoulders.
keep is
Okay, so
pulling my
that's a
shoulders
good-
back and pushing them down,
Yep.
holding them.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so you mentioned stretching earlier. So
Yes.
I know you love to. You can stretch us all out. What's that about? Like, what's the importance of stretching? You know what I mean? Should you stretch before your workout, after your workout? Like,
So you should do both.
okay.
But it's different types of stretching. So
Yes, ma'am.
yes. So before a workout, you want to do a type of like dynamic stretching, meaning you are preparing the body for the work. You're trying to get your heart rate up a little bit. You're trying to get your body into the end ranges of motion. After the workout, that's where you do that static stretching, which is like that where you just sit there and hold. And that's where you're trying to allow your muscles to lengthen.
Okay.
You can look at your muscles kind of like a rubber band, right? So if you before a workout, you're like just trying to get it nice, ready, prepared. Okay, here we go.
The movement
If you
stretches.
if you just sit and you're just keeping it at this lengthened position before, and then now you're asking it to like contract, that's kind of where injury happens. So that's why you want to get more like movement based, get your heart rate up, get blood flowing before. After you kind of want to allow that heart rate to go down, you can practice your breath. This is where you practice your breath now. And then you're stretching, allowing that muscle to lengthen and repair itself after all that hard work you kind of just did in your workout.
So do you recommend doing stretching? Like, there's like a common theme of like, there's like apps out there even that like put you through stretching like for 15 minutes a day or something like that.
Yeah.
But if there's no workout or is that beneficial at all then? Just sitting in front of the TV stretching?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely. Because I mean, you're asking your body to hold yourself up 24/7. Whether you're working out or not, your body is still doing something for you. So you still want to give it that love and that appreciation. Like, hey, you held my back up for all day today. Let me give you some nice like love, and let me give you a little turn and stretch there. It's only ever going to be beneficial whether you work out or not. It's going to help your body just be able to last as long as it possibly can, truthfully.
So do you practice what you preach?
Oh, of course. Of course. I could do better, 100%. I could do a lot better. But I have to because, they're looking at me. Do you do it? Oh, yes, I do. Okay, yeah, because if I say no, then you'll be like, then why are you telling me to do it? So have to. Now, am I super limber? No, I got to work on it. But.
Or how long would you say would take if somebody really dedicated themselves and they felt like I'm not flexible, like I don't have good range? If somebody really dedicated themselves to stretch almost every day, how long would you say it could take somebody to really loosen up? How long does it take to work? Because some people want, instant gratification.
I think you create a baseline first, truthfully, like see where you're at. And honestly, within a month, you should be able to get farther in a baseline. Now, is everything fixed? It's not. You're asking years of yourself being in this certain way, and it's not going to be fixed in just a month. You have to do this over a long period of time, too. It has to become a discipline. But nonetheless, still important to do, whether, again, if you're working out or not. It's going to help. You're going to I can't touch my toes in 8 weeks. Hey, I'm a little closer to my foot now. Oh, wow. Now I can put my fist on the ground. You really can
like
get there.
that.
I used not to be able to touch my toes. I really was not able to. But until I got into chiro and yoga, I can touch my toes now.
Shout out to yoga.
Shout out yogis.
I will say that I had a client that used to go and she used to get stretched every day and just train, and her flexibility drastically improved. Like her knee was to her forehead damn near.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. I honestly, I got to do, that's one of the things I have to do better at is warming up, stretching after. Sometimes, again, we're talking about the rat race. It's like, I just want to get in, get the workout done. I'm thankful I got that done. And then it's like, no time for anything else. No 10 minutes before, no 10 minutes after. That's another 20 minutes. Lord, I got to get out of here. But honestly, I need to do better, truthfully. I really do.
100%. And I'm a big person of efficiency. So if you need, I'm the type of person, I'm going to give you stretches that you can do watching TV or you responding to emails. There are things you can do while doing other parts of your life if you really have to. If you're like, I really got to get it in this busy schedule, we can get that for you too.
Efficiency is top tier.
Especially with 3 kids.
For me, I'm like, I need to be able to get this done. Okay, so I have one last question. What would you say are the 3 biggest mistakes that your clients or people do when it's concerning their wellness and their recovery? What would that be?
Ooh, that's a great. I think the first one would be expectation. Managing expectation, kind of along the lines of stretching. You have had this issue or have created this problem over years, and one session is not going to fix that. It takes a lot more than that. 2 would also be if you now are disciplined and you are willing to come in and do the work, there's also work you have to do outside of that. Because yes, I have 30 minutes with you every week now, maybe even an hour, but that's only an hour out of your entire week.
Yeah.
That's so much other things that you are doing that I have no control over. So the exercises that we are giving, the ergonomics, or meaning things to change in your daily life, that is really important to take into account. Because if I'm posture, we're talking about posture, and I'm working with you on posture, and you're still just answering emails 24/7, we're just going to be butting heads. We're only going to get so far.
Right.
3rd thing, you don't have to see a chiropractor only for injury. You can definitely come in just for maintenance in general.
Yeah.
Just to get a little nice fine tune once a month. If you just want to get everything just feeling right, it doesn't have to be oh, I'm in this worst pain ever and now I need to go see them. You can kind of be in a regularly scheduled, just like anything of your body, the regular checkup.
Being more proactive.
Yeah, 100%.
Proactive.
Yeah, for
I love
not
that.
getting any injuries.
Yes,
Like that.
100%.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Do people become reliant once they get their back crack monthly? Like some people say, oh, people rely on it. Like your body relies on it after you get like one adjustment. You know, it becomes like your body needs it at that point.
Right. Yes.
Like, people say not to do it. Like
Because then you're going to need it.
Yeah. So that goes into philosophy, honestly. So me personally, because my philosophy is to address the muscles first and then to do the adjustment, it's more than likely going to stay. Whereas there are with people that you're saying where they only receive the adjustment, but you have these tight muscles, it's just kind of pulling it back into that position you just tried to adjust it to. So it's kind of like, it depends on who you're kind of seeing and the philosophy of that. But I think if you work through your muscles as well, then the adjustment is a good tool in the toolbox, 100%.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
I like that. Okay, real quick, can you tell everybody where they can find you, where you work, on Instagram, whatever your handles are, what you got going, just let them know.
Yes, absolutely. You can find the entire team at Just Train Wellness and Recovery on Instagram. You can find me personally. I am Dr.E_Owens on Instagram. I don't think we have a TikTok or anything. I think that's all we got for Just Train. Yeah, I think those are the main two things. That's where we're at. Just Train. Come see us.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you
Thank
for
you for
coming.
having me.
Such
Thank
a
you,
pleasure.
Dr. E.
So refreshing.
Be respectful.
Yeah, because she could do her own thing. She
Okay.
can diagnose and do her own
From the start to
thing.
the end, okay?
I love it.